Mr. McQueen.
Here with the great Michael McQueen. Michael has just presented for the O'Brien conference. We're in far north Queensland. And
sunny Queensland, look at this.
And Michael, we're the only two blokes wearing jackets.
Pretty much, it's true, yes. And it's not the right climate. Even inside the conference room is hot and sticky.
That's right.
So nice to be back together, hey, like in person.
Exactly.
With people, not on Zoom, it's great.
No Zoom. Michael said, I'll do the conference as long as there's no Zoom. Michael, as always, covers lots of fantastic topics that are relevant and also specific to the people sitting in the room. Very much about tailoring, which is great.
Yeah.
But I love, you really started your presentation talking, can you talk about what we're going to look for coming forward, like the idea of the tide and the waves. I love this idea because I think for all of us in business, whatever we do, we need to know about planning for the future.
Well, I think this is the distinction between tides and waves is like the trends that are going to count and make a big difference as opposed to the ones that are more like the fads that come and go. So the fads are like the wave, the beach crashes and retreats and doesn't leave a permanent mark. But in contrast, the tides are easy to miss because they're not dramatic, they're not exciting, they don't make much noise and they move slowly. But over time, a changing tide will reshape the coastlines. The question is, what are those tidal trends that, rather than getting distracted by the fads, we've got to really dial into. So a lot of that's my work right now, is trying to identify for any industry what the tides are, because there's a real knack to it, and there's no hard and fast rule to figure out what's a tide versus a wave. I mean, for me, up until February this year, I was like, is the metaverse a tide for a wave? And I was more on the, it's a wave, it's a bit of a fad. My thinking's really shifted on that in the last few months. So yeah, I think that's the challenge for any industry, but for these guys, it was stuff that was very relevant because lots changed in the last 2 years, but there's a lot more about to change.
Michael McQueen, as always, what a pleasure. Look out for Michael McQueen wherever he's presenting or consulting.
True.
Great to see you.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.
Get on the plane.